Hello, my name is Peter. I am a carer who's been caring for my wife Olive, who has dementia. I met Olive in a pub. It was in 1969, um, which is quite a long while ago now. It was very lucky for me because I was working in the area and I just changed jobs, and that was the last time I was ever intending to go into that pub. And if I hadn't seen her that time, I'd unlikely to have met her again. So we got married several months later, and now we have two children, two girls, and one of them is now in her 50s. What I first noticed really about Olive and made me wonder if there was something wrong was the fact that she was having difficulty doing fairly simple tasks that she would have had no trouble doing maybe 6 months earlier. And we discussed it together, and we said there's something not quite right here. Before Olive was diagnosed, I knew very little about dementia. I wouldn't have known what to do without help. What is this?
My book.
Yeah, what will you do with it?
I've no idea.
No idea. I don't know how to explain what dementia is like for Olive, really. But one of the things is she's well aware she has dementia because we managed to get it seen to so early, and she accepts that fact where a lot of people don't. But she is happy. She is relaxed and contented, and that at least I'm very grateful for. Unfortunately, Olive and my relationship has changed as the dementia has progressed. Originally, before she was diagnosed, we were equal partners, but now I've gradually had to take over responsibility of all aspects of our marriage and life, where I just have to guide her and lead her into everyday things. Olive did all the cooking. I was brought up in the old school, where the men did the work and the ladies worked in the house. It's terrible now. We wouldn't do this now, quite rightly so. But she did. She ran the house and I earned the money. And she was a very good cook. I miss that. I do all of the cooking now and I run the house. Despite she's been diagnosed now over 6 years, we've still had at least 5 very good years out of it. Though things have slowly slid away from her, different things, it's still been an active life for her and she is happy, and that's the most important thing to me. There's no way she could live on it. She wouldn't be able to cook a first meal. She would definitely have to be cared for by someone somewhere if it wasn't me. I'm more than willing to do it for her. I owe her so much for our previous married life. I had health issues and she looked after me wonderfully. And it's really a privilege to be able to pay her back as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what I could do without Carers First. It's been a lifeline to me, not just the technical information and the physical help they provided in that day, but also setting up meetings so I can be with my fellow carers. It makes me feel not alone. I was very isolated, and now I have a bunch of friends. I know them almost as well as if they were living next door to me. I met Debbie at Carers First. She entered a meeting as a very sort of raucous person, but we just seemed to get on well together, and we really are good friends, and Olive looks forward to her coming. I don't often get down, but occasionally something just sort of hits me and, I feel a bit depressed, and just chatting with somebody makes all the difference. My fondest memory of Christmas, I think, was probably standing in our doorway with our children, watching the big mobile Christmas tree come past with Father Christmas and all the flashing lights and the delight in our children's eyes as they watched it all go past. I know that Olive won't have many more Christmases where she'll be able to enjoy them. and we want to make it nice, something that she will do that will be nice for her. I may go on or may not, you never know what will happen in these times, but we've had 50 good years together, and I'd like to get a couple more if it's possible. For carers that are struggling this Christmas, Carers First, if you phone them on their helpline, will give you any information you may need to make your Christmas better. But don't try and fight it on your own. Get help. Without donations, charities are finding it very difficult. It's not probably the most known because carers are, I think, a forgotten force. To all the staff and people of Carers First that have helped me in the past 6 years, there's just one thing I'd like to say to them, and that is a very big thank you and Merry Christmas.